gets squashed again. Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football, breaking down all the schedules across the nation. There are 70 in the Power 5 plus the major independents. Syracuse has the 10th most difficult schedule in the ACC. They're number 47 in college football. Here's why. Out of conference, Syracuse has a date with Notre Dame in New York. Interesting matchup, November 17th. And this has happened in the past where Syracuse has played Notre Dame and they send them to Giants Stadium, as they do the second to last week of the season. So that's the one marquee game, and it's a tough one. It's a part of the ACC rotation for Notre Dame. They play Syracuse. All right, other than that, for the Orange, this is the route to bowl play and postseason play for programs like Syracuse. Got to win the non-conference games against the likes of Western Michigan on the road, Wagner, and UConn. So in 3 of the first 4 weeks of the season, Syracuse plays 3 of the easiest teams in the nation according to all the power indexes in Western Michigan, Wagner, and UConn. The Western Michigan game on the road. Florida State is the 1 September matchup in ACC play. So, of course, Syracuse has to deal with that difficult Atlantic schedule with Clemson, Florida State, North Carolina State, and Louisville, and now add Wake Forest to the mix and even Boston College. So there's nobody in the division that is a light touch, especially if you're Syracuse and you don't get to play yourselves. All the teams are good, especially Clemson, the elite, Florida State on the next tier, and then you could pretty much put a blanket over Boston College, Louisville, North Carolina State, and Wake Forest as top 25 to 50 teams. All right, who does Syracuse play in the other division? Well, they always match up against Pitt. That's not that rough of an assignment, and not that they're going to win the game. They have to go to Pitt, and that's a toss-up of a game. Pitt probably slightly better. And North Carolina. So this is what basically weights down Syracuse's schedule and makes it the 10th most difficult in the ACC. No Miami, no Virginia Tech, not even a Duke in there, or a Georgia Tech. It's Pitt and North Carolina, possibly the 2 worst teams aside from Virginia in that mix. North Carolina definitely the worst team last season in the Coastal at 1-7, 3-9 overall. So it's Pitt, North Carolina. They avoid the big teams in the Coastal Division. It's Notre Dame highlighting the non-conference slate where Syracuse must win the other 3 games. It's the 10th most difficult schedule in the ACC, number 47 in college football. We'll come back and preview all the teams after we're done with the schedule rankings and predict 2018. Right here on Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football.